Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And the choice has indeed been Antigua Shipyard, or maybe not.
Yeah, it's the wrong version.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So it needs to be
It is still Antigua
version.
Shipyard, though, yeah.
GSL version, not the MLG version. Obviously, gold rocks difference.
Yep.
And
fairly huge difference as well.
Just sort this game out. Okay, just check if they're ready.
Yep. One of these guys is going to die, and the other one is going to advance.
One of them is going to die, and it's either way, it's going to be a disappointing run in the tournament. Either way,
certainly, yeah.
Despite Naama not really playing that well recently in 2011, it's still going to be sad, of course. And any tournament loss is a sad day.
Yeah, especially when you have such history with this particular tournament. In fact, both of these guys have a lot of history with this tournament, so it's sad one way or the other that they had to beat under these circumstances. But that is the way StarCraft goes, folks, and that is the way that this tournament is flowing. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you LiquidHayprO. He is in the red trunks, and he is playing Zerg to the east of the Antigua Shipyard versus his opponent, eSaharaNaama. He is in the blue trunks, and he is playing Terran to the west. Both of these guys currently one apiece.
And the reason why that we saw Naama choose this map, simply because it's very defensive, and you can defend well against Zerg here, especially through run-bys, counter-attacks. You can take a relatively fast third base, you can defend it with a couple of siege tanks on the higher ground, and then you're very easily accessible to the fourth base in the center of the map. Once you control this center of the map here, there's four little pathways inside, which are all choke points in the sense of that when Zerg come in, they're going to be filtered through, and it's kind of difficult to fight.
Yes, very much so. And the map choice is certainly good for Terran, but not as good as when you have a gold base available. Getting a hold of that gold base, siege up in the middle, get a mech-orientated style, and hey, let's just saturate this gold base. Wonderful. But honestly, lately, I think Antigua's been swinging a bit more towards Zerg favor, and I think it's mostly because of Stefano's style on this map that's worked so well.
And Refinery goes down by Naama here. Just going to open up with a regular couple of Marines into Refinery, into the reactor, the reactor factory, and then pull out some Hellions. Meanwhile, Hatchery first, of course, from HayPro. Doesn't want to just be too greedy. 15 spawning pool's okay. 16 is pushing it a little bit. Of course, 17 is pretty sick. So I expect the spawning pool to come down very, very shortly.
Yeah. I have no idea what that means. I'm hoping that it isn't impolite. What can I say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Naama has been known for being a bit ragey from time to time.
Look at this tech lab going down, actually.
Oh my.
We can see a Reaper opening. Kind of unusual, but still very good. The reason why it's very good is simply because there's no speed upgrade for Zergling, so obviously Reapers are going to be quite good. And you can take map control for a brief amount of time and take an expansion relatively fast and easy. Yeah,
I always like to see the Reapers. We're actually seeing more Reapers at this point in the actual metagame. Most people just used to build one over the past couple of months. Now it's more like three. And a pack of 3 Mutas does tend, 3 Reapers in fact, does tend to smash its way through drone lines and also kill Zerglings very, very quickly indeed. So it's a good choice. HayPro's going to hide right here in this area. He may be going to pop out there and scout if he wants. There will not be a second Reaper following this one up. It's going to be immediately into a Marine there. And there you go. He confirms the Reaper. And HayPro just going to do what he always does. Get his couple of Queens out. Maybe get an extra one after that. But honestly, he's just going to have to get a few Lings out. And once the Queens are out, the Reaper is effectively shut down.
Well, the Reaper's not really going to be doing anything in this game because the Queens are going to be out. He may be able to get like 2 drone kills if he's lucky into the main. If he kills the Queen fast, kills Jones fast, but HayPro can easily run away, use a couple of Lings to defend.
Yeah, it's not really the best engagement here. It doesn't give him a huge amount of information. He doesn't know that the second gas hasn't been taken. He doesn't spot that. He may have noticed that there were no drones going in that direction, potentially, but he hasn't gained a huge amount of scouting information. He'll try and make his way through the natural. There's already now a Queen there, and what is going on?
So now we have double barracks coming down. We're going to see a bit of aggression coming out from Naama. He has expanded behind it, of course, but literally what we're going to be seeing is Stim, Combat Shield, probably 3 barracks, may wait for Reactor onto Medivacs or may not. If he goes earlier, it could really punish HayPro. He's the only Ling player, doesn't really get Banelings early on. There's a 4th barracks. This is going to be pretty sick. We're going to see a lot of aggression coming here. It's going to be scouted either way because it's cross position. You're eventually going to see it coming, but it will even have enough to deal with it.
Well, certainly not at the moment. HayprO is droning up without any care in the world. He is at least getting link speed, which is almost complete, but if he's continuing to... Look at that. There's another round of 7 drones. And, of course, the Queen. He does not expect this.
Well, he can't build units yet. I mean, it'd be really bad if you built units yet. Simply because if you built units now, he's stuck at 28 drones. Really hard, too hard. So he usually want to be about 40 drones before you start making units. But the thing is, he doesn't know it's coming.
No, he still doesn't. Yeah, he still doesn't know that one way or the other. No sign of, say, a roach roaring or anything to put down there either. You know, don't even have to build units. He's going to go for a macro hatchery instead in the center. You know, in the long run, this will certainly help him out a little bit. And there are 4 links coming in, but there are also 4 drones as well. So HayprO, he's a little cautious. He's adding to his link force very slowly. He's only got 2 on the map at the moment, but that's a round of 6 drones and an evolution chamber coming down as well.
So he's playing very cautious with the evolution chamber. May or not build a spore core, probably not, but just in case, he has it there.
Yeah.
Also, Overlord is trying to get in, but we already had a Marine denied it. So he's like, what are you doing? You must be doing something. So in this case, you kind of need to be throwing down a Bailey nest anyway.
Yeah.
And you probably need to just have units outside the ramp of your opponent. And then don't build too many units like we're seeing now. 14 is fine. Just see if he comes down, and if he does come down, then builds units. You're going to have enough time to morph Baileys, to build more lings before he actually walks across the entire of the map. You're actually seeing a 5th and 6th barracks go down and a 7th barracks.
Oh, wow.
This is going to be very good, very aggressive. The thing is, will Naama be able to micro well against Banelings? That's going to be the question here.
Yeah, and if he can't, then of course this push will fail miserably. We're looking at a very, very heavy Marine count. In fact, he's not even going to bother producing Marauders from this 1 barracks. It would be nice to see a couple of those just to tank some damage, and obviously good for target firing down Banelings because of concussive shell, which is of course not researched yet. It is pure Marine, and of course they do at least have the combat shield.
They're going to have +1 attack as well.
That they will, yeah.
I mean, he's going to hit this +1 attack with stem combat shields, and then he's just going to go for it. It's a kind of an all or nothing, because if it doesn't work, he has no tanks, he has no refineries, he has no starport.
Yeah.
He's just going to lose the game there and then, probably. So this is a lot of all or nothing here. Banelings are being morphed, but there's only 7 Banelings in total. The splitting we're going to have to see out of Naama it has to be ballerina splits. It's got to be amazing.
Yeah, there's got to be a certain amount of artistry involved in that. 4 Marines cut out nicely there by HayprO as well. And he's going to find probably the largest supply depot wall-off in history there. Not going to be able to make his way through there whatsoever. And now here comes the roll-in. And it's, obviously he's a bit late here for the +1, but he was delayed because of the hijinks going on in the center. But that's 10 Marines at a time.
All he needs to do is just morph everything Banelings. So forget about Mulus, forget about the late game, just morph everything as Banelings. The smart thing, what that Naama's doing, he's hiding it, and it's not going to be scouted.
Yeah, but he doesn't see it on the Overlord.
He sends 4 in the center of the map, but that's not enough. It's to divert attention, get rid of the Xel'Naga Tower. So Banelings are being morphed anyway because he knows something is weird. Something is up here, and should be able to deal with this quite easily.
Some of those things are being caught out of position. They're going to have to immediately back off, and now as
4 Banelings go down already.
Nice positioning there. He's actually using the terrain to his advantage, using the little chasm in the center, and now he could supply block HayprO as well, which could be potentially disastrous. Scan goes down in order to clear out as many creep tumors as possible. He doesn't want the Banelings to gain that speed advantage, and now pushing forward again. He's got to be careful with his stims here. He must be. It's going to weaken them a lot. He's relying on not being hit.
Okay. He's got to split. He has to split now. HayprO's going to go. Can he split well enough against his non-speed
Split's looking pretty good. Is it going to be good enough? Banelings going down. So sick. Really nicely done. Naama. Wow. There you go. And now charging in. HayprO has very little left. 22 more links pushing it, but more streaming across the map. This is Naama's time. It's a solid conga line of blue coming in this direction, and the Queens can slaughter their way through very low health Marines, but the damage is still coming in. There are Banelings to the side here. Naama does not react, but there's nothing really there for them to hit. More Marines continuing. Can HayprO hold on to this?
And +1 armor's about to finish as well. It's going to be even harder. HayprO's on the verge of going out. 3 times Dreamhack Brood War champion versus Dreamhack Winter 2010 champion. When these Banelings go down, there's not enough damage now.
No, there is not. There are more Marines coming in. The split wasn't as good this time around, but he could try to kill some Queens, no problem. 1 goes down, preventing injects, and now that mineral line being smashed to pieces. The Baneling nest is now gone. It's pure Zergling versus upgraded Marines, it's not going to happen. It's simply not. There's 11 Marines coming in at the time. Naama knows that he's got this, continuing to stream reinforcements across the map. There is so little left right here for HayPro. He wants to hold on, trying to spawn 38 lings. He's going to have to get a great surround here to hold this, but they never stop.
28 lings, that's it. He has to go with all his drones, that's it. They're about to pop. This is the final engagement.
Yep, this is where he's got to crush this and try and rebuild, but he's drone count so low, I don't see how he can do it. Oh, great positioning there by Naama as well. Oh no, HayPro, it's hard to watch, but Naama executes that very well. GG! Ladies and gentlemen, HayPro is out.
And the old rivalry between Sweden and Finland continues to another day, as we do have Naama advancing to day 2. As
very impressive.
HayPro.
Naama's he's looking the best that I've seen him in a while. Let me put it that way. The last cast, aside from Assembly, the last time I cast him was the Neta Liga, which is a Finnish tournament, and he actually lost in the finals there to Protosser when he was the favorite. So that was unfortunate for him, and we really haven't seen results from Naama, but looking like he's back in form. Dreamhack, a good place for him. Obviously, he has won it before, so let's see how well he can go forward. He advances in his group, taking the 2nd seed, and well done to him.